to get to Biggs early and end it early, because he doesn't necessarily want to go against this youngster, so to speak, a full 8 rounds. But don't forget, Breland and Worthen will follow this bout. There is Tyrell trying to reach in there with a long left jab, and he's going both to the head and body, mixing it up beautifully. Tillis, on the other hand, is not in awe of the Olympic champion. Tillis has had Carl the Truth Williams. He's had Reg Page on the deck. He may go pretty soon himself. He just caught a tremendous left hook from Tyrell Biggs in the white trunks with the blue stripe. Another one, but then a left hook almost below the belt on Biggs. Tillis now doing the pressuring Biggs to see how much pressure he can take. Look at the wide stance of Tillis. Has his hands down low, but keeps flicking out that left jab. First to the head, and Biggs smiles. Good blocking of punches by the veteran, showing his defensive skill as he moves away, and Biggs now begins to move forward, taking over the pace of the fight. And a sneak right hand stung Biggs, and so did that left hand. Round 1 with about a minute and a half to go. More than the usual action for heavyweights in the first round. That one was caught on the shoulder. Had it landed on the chin by Tillis, it would have been for a standby generator. Now, these fighters have put on their robes for minutes. They have a 1 minute and 9 second remaining in the first round. If you just joined us, you're looking at Olympic gold medal super heavyweight winner who just got caught by right hand, Tyrell Biggs, white trunks to the blue stripe. With 38 professional fights and 24 knockouts, James Quick Tillis, who is putting on the pressure. Against Biggs in particular, Tillis doesn't want to go the full 8 rounds because Biggs is younger, fresher, and perhaps the toll has been taken by the tough opponents that Tillis has had since 1978 when he turned professional. But he can box, and remember, these are big fellows. 217-pound Biggs on the left, 214 and a quarter Tillis with his back to us. No knockdowns, neither fighter cut. Pennsylvania rules, 3 judges, 5-point must for each round. 5-point must to the winner. All right, they'll get further rest in about 5 seconds here in Lancaster. We'll be back. To date, there's Biggs in the blue stripe. Frank Cappuccino of Cherry Hills, New Jersey, is the veteran referee. Just prior to the sounding the bell ending the first round, Tillis caught Biggs with a big left hook. In the 5-point must scoring system, we gave the first round to Biggs 5-4. But Biggs is not intimidated. He led with a right hand that just whistled by the chin of Tillis. About a 3-inch reach advantage, and showing some defensive skill and counter-punching now. Neither fighter really taking over the lead, just sort of finding a spot in the ring and pumping away with the left jabs, looking. There's a right-hand lead by Tillis. Biggs has been known throughout his amateur career in winning world championships, national and gold medals for his hand speed and foot speed. Not quite as fast as usual because he's tried to plant himself to get some power behind. Now trying, beautifully blocked left thrown by Tillis. We're in the second round, and Tillis is back to his usual style of counter-punching. Biggs taking over the lead and just waiting to land that right hand. He has in a pretty good hitting position there, up by his chest, center of his body. Good stance. He's on a string of 6 knockout victories. Only his 8th. It was low but blocked by the forearm of Biggs. Biggs didn't like it one bit. Tried to come through with a 1-2. Tillis, who was getting fancy with the left hand, caught a punch and another one. The left hook was blocked. Biggs trying to figure out the style of Tillis now. And there is almost a shoestring punch as Tillis looked down and then threw the left hook. 38 professional bouts. He has fought Mike Weaver, championship bout, Pinklin Thomas, Greg Page, Tim Witherspoon, and Jerry Coetzee, his last fight, losing a 10-round decision. The voice of Cappuccino, the referee. Tillis now smiles.
Come on.
And his team of strategists, including Georgie Benton, Lou Duva, feels that he must come forward, negate the punching power of Tillis. Had him against the ropes in this 17 by 17 foot ring. Oh, but he gets caught, Biggs, with 2 left hands. This is a punishing heavyweight bout with about 15 seconds remaining in round 2. Will it go 8 rounds? We doubt it. They'll get a rest in about 5 seconds here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Pep talks between rounds for Biggs in the blue stripe. He's the Olympic champion. Lou Duva told him to get the combinations going, while Bo Williford of Lafayette, Louisiana, Tillis' manager, told him to keep coming. Well, he's been backing off and a counterpuncher, but Biggs wants to stay on top and slither, especially that left hook, because Tillis is a converted southpaw, and he has tremendous power on that left side. Round 3.
How's that glove, James?
Tillis has to like the fact that the fight is only scheduled for 8 rounds. He's going 15, he's going 10 many times. Whereas Biggs is only going 6 in his young professional career. Trying to get to the body with that long left jab. Tillis dangerously against the ropes and gets tagged for the combination. Tillis in trouble. Biggs trying to end it here in round 3.
Hold it. Let him out.
About 1:57 remaining in the 3rd round. Tillis has been stopped 3 times by darn good fighters.
Get off him, James.
Page and Witherspoon.
Come on, James,
a little
get on.
bidding for time. Tillis putting Biggs to the canvas by pushing. Covering up is Tillis, reverting to his experience. But he gets caught with a right. Does Biggs have enough power to put him down? About 1.5 minutes to go, round 3. Frankie Cappuccino, the referee, looking closely. Dr. Wallace Harrison watching as well. Tillis doesn't seem to be in that serious trouble. Watch him now. He'll come out.
Get off his neck, James.
Now, he just hit Biggs and buckled Biggs' knees with a left hook. So while Biggs was expending a lot of energy, the wily veteran Tillis fires back. We have about 55 seconds left in round 3. Remember, Mark Breland, one of the great prospects, goes against an unbeaten welterweight named Troy Wortham, who has had 25 fights, all victories. Now they're going to be working inside, so it's good to look and see who's holding and who's tying. There's a right hand that has Biggs buckled again. Biggs has been knocked down in his career, but he's been able to get up and weather the storm. Teofilo Stevenson really tested him as an amateur. And wanted to meet him, of course, for the 3rd time at the Los Angeles Games, but the boycott didn't make that possible. Biggs winning the gold medal over Damiani of Italy. Tillis was an Oklahoma Golden Gloves champion for 5 years. Turned pro in '78.
Sloppy jab, hard jab.
All right. After hearing what Georgie Benton, who scored 40 knockouts when he was a middleweight, talking knockout to Biggs. But Lou Duva, more cautious, says, get that jab out there. Keep him off. Keep him away in this tiny ring. Move forward. Tillis, meanwhile, had that minute's rest. He's been in trouble before, so he knows what it's all about. Look how he blocked that punch, Biggs punch with the right hand and then threw a left. A little difficult. He has shorter arms than Biggs by about 3 inches. And speaking of reach, wait till you see Mark Breland's nearly 80-inch reach against Troy Wortham coming up. Coming up to the 2-minute mark of round 4. No cuts, neither fighter knocked down, but they both have been caught with stinging, punishing punches. Pace slowing down a bit here in the 4th. Remember, it's scheduled for 8. Tyrell Biggs, who now lives in California, has been training in Houston. Apparently very hard. Is he the fresher of the 2? Tillis, meantime, has been working hard, and he's catching those jabs, which are very damaging. Duva had told him, his co-manager and trainer. Now he digs to the body, just beneath the solar plexus. Keeps moving forward, hoping that Tillis will make a big mistake. Tillis hopes that Biggs will walk into one of his shots. You know, the defensive skills, they are noted by the three judges as well as the offense in judging a fight. 5-point must here. Oh, left hook, but Biggs shook it off and came back with a punch of his own. You saw how Biggs slipped that left.
Come on, James.
And now, here is an indication. Tillis has just moved in and was trying to hang on, but Cappuccino, the referee, wouldn't allow it. At 28 years of age and a long 9-year pro career, of course, he's smart enough to try to catch his breath, which he's doing right now. But you notice Biggs, who was bent over, which is tiring to a fighter, was not necessarily punching away in the clinch. Good right hand by Tillis. Grazing left hook by Tillis.
Get them arms close. Come on.
You hear the referee say, keep those arms working. They'll get a rest in a couple of seconds. Fifth round of a scheduled 8 heavyweight bout. I have this fight pretty much even. Between rounds, the cornerman and Capsule told Biggs to work those combinations, to work both the right and left, whereas Tillis in the all-white trunks, Bo Williford, his manager, says, baby, you're losing this fight. Get going. Well, I don't know whether he's losing it. On my scorecard, he's close. Both fighters landing solid punches. And both, obviously, because of good condition, are taking the punches. But now Tillis is bicycling a little bit more than he did earlier. Now standing his ground and tried to sneak a right. Just missed. That was partially blocked, but those body punches are telling. Minute 50 remaining in the 5th round. That was almost hitting on the break. Fortunately, it was not a heavy punch by Biggs. Tillis now looks a little arm weary. And Biggs, of course, is not fresh as he was at the start because he has taken punishment.
The hands are loose, you work.
We'd like to alert our local stations along the line at the end of this round. We'll be taking a station break. These fighters will need their 1-minute break, believe me. Biggs, taller of the two, a bent-over Tillis. In the past has had problem with stamina. Suspect has been his ribs and his right hand, which was once broken. But he's holding up well. He had to be somewhat in awe of the more experienced Tillis. Tillis' manager couldn't believe that the camp of Biggs would take this fight. It's proving a tough test for both. Good right hand by Tillis. Right. Biggs walked right into it. Tillis wiser of the two inside when he clinches. Watch him. He'll tie up his opponent, bend him over. Glancing right hand, but it may have hurt Tillis. No, he wanted to come back with that sneak punch again. This crowd sellout, getting to its feet often. Just out of range. And of course, that's what counts in punching power, being within ranges. We'll return with more of ABC's Wide World of Sports after this word from our local stations. Apparently, a somewhat groggy James Tillis on the right. Between rounds, referee Frankie Cappuccino went to Tillis' corner and asked if he wanted to continue, and then warned him if he continued to hold, he would take a point away from him, as the referee can do. He does not figure in the scoring. The three judges do it all, but he can take a point away. Tillis, apparently, in the estimation of his corner, well, they felt that he wasn't hurt enough or groggy enough to stop any bout, and thus far we don't see his eyes looking any different than they did from the beginning. We haven't seen his knees buckle. As we said earlier, he has been stopped, and I'm sure he wanted to get to Biggs in the first 2 or 3 rounds. The scheduled 8-rounder is now in the 6th. A left hook, which partially got through on Biggs' midsection. Now, look at those jabs by Biggs. Timed beautifully. Biggs is getting tired.
Come on, come on.
And look at that bending over. Hold everything.
Do that again.
See.
It'll cost you a round.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cappuccino says one more time here in the 6th, and it'll cost you the round. And that would be costly because it's been pretty even in my estimation up to here. Left hook. Tillis now sort of leaning forward, trying to get inside. And he knows he can't hold. It's amazing, the head hunting that's going on here. These nearly 450 pounds of humanity going at this pace. We expect it of the welterweights, which you'll see next. The talented Mark Breland against undefeated Troy Wortham of Hartford. 25 professional bouts. That's scheduled for 10. And these two just keep punching away.
Stop punching. Stop
Those
punching.
8-ounce gloves have to weigh a ton at this point. The bell coming up in about 45 seconds, round 6. Lou Duva keeps telling Biggs to come on. Keep moving forward. But they're, both tired. Their arm weary. The hooks, the uppercuts. Look at it.
Get off him. Get off him.
Tillis just absorbed 2 good ones and fights back. True counterpunching.
Get him loose.
Here.
Get them hands loose. Come on, get
The
him
bell
loose.
in 10 seconds. Two scheduled rounds remaining in this heavyweight bout in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There have been no knockdowns. There has been non-stop punching on the part of the Olympic champion, Tyrell Biggs, on the right, and the veteran of 9 years as a professional, James Quick Tillis of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The ex-high school rodeo champion on the left has been counterpunching beautifully. The boxing skills of Biggs had great training in the amateur ranks and getting now from George Benton and Lou Duva, who between rounds told him he had to keep punching to the body. The combinations landed by Tillis a moment ago hurt Biggs, but he comes back with a heavy left hook. Now, he feels, Biggs does, that he's got his man. Look at that forward pursuit. But he has to be careful. Tillis is always dangerous. What credit has to go to Tyrell Biggs? This is only his 8th professional fight. Imagine.
All right, let him out, James.
And I'm sure he won't make what turned out later to be an error. And around the 8th bout, take on a world champion as Leon Spinks did after winning the gold in Montreal. Winning it against Ali, and then losing it the same year in New Orleans. The timetable is a little better for Tyrell. Careful management. But his opponent today has been by far the hardest test. Tillis saw the golden opportunity.
Let him go.
Mostly arm punches now. Not necessarily the left jab of Biggs, though. Biggs has a wonderfully timed left jab. Now he is Tillis down, can't be hit.
Get off him, James. Get off him.
Remember,
Stop punching, James.
after a
Step
minute
back.
rest, they will have the final round. Biggs has never gone beyond 6. Tillis has been 15 rounds. In fact, he's fought 208 rounds as a professional to Tyrell's 27 rounds. Mark Breland, Olympic welterweight champion, undefeated, going against an undefeated welterweight who is eager and anxious to dethrone the Olympic medal winner, Troy Wortham. That'll be next after this fight. We're going to stay here and go to the corners. Listen in. Unbelievable heavyweight action.
Gotta answer back.
There's Biggs now. About 6'5", takes that mouthpiece out. Lou Duva. Georgie Benton coming in. Ace Murata, the cut man, has nothing to do. Let's listen.
Look at me. This is the last water. I want you to drink that. Drink that. Drink it. All right. Let me know. You got me covered? Last round is going to be desperate, okay? Now look, come on. Don't be in a hurry. Okay. What round is this? Last round. Okay, now don't be in a hurry. Okay. I got it.
You got to fight like you ain't never fought before, son. You're not winning this fight.
Biggs' corner. That's Georgie Benton, Lou Duva. Now, Tillis' corner.
You got to go out there and kick his ass.
Give me another ring on my head.
Using the water bottle, and easy for the cornermen to say what to do, right? These two have expended a tremendous amount of energy, which is credit to both trainers.
5 seconds, clear the ring.
That's the voice of the
Stay in
referee.
your corner, Ty.
It's the last round.
All right, stay in your corner. Biggs is
Now
told.
look, wind up like real pros, both of you.
Oh, you hear that? Wind up like real pros, the both
real
of you.
Slick,
The referee.
Real slick.
Good body punches by Tillis.
Get off him, James. Get off him, James.
Well, Tillis didn't get to Biggs in the early rounds, which he had hoped to do, undoubtedly. But he's hung in there. And he is trying to put a little pressure on Biggs. Circling now in this 17-foot square ring. Small by usual standards of 20-foot rings. There's Biggs of old, up on his toes. Wants to preserve what he and his corner feel is victory. It'll be interesting to see what the three judges, Paul Battle, Rudy Battle, and Joe O'Neill, how they score it.
All right, come on.
On a scale of 10, we'd have to score it a strong 9, wouldn't we?
Get off his neck, James.
Head hunting of Biggs. Been known for accurate punches like that.
All right, let him
That
out.
snapped
Let
the
him
neck
out.
of
Get your
Tillis.
hands off there.
Beyond the halfway point of the final round. Tillis looking for his 32nd win. Biggs for his 8th. May be denied his 7th straight knockout, though. Coming up to the 1-minute mark. Covering up. Catching a left. Sending one of his own. Tillis on the right. I think Biggs has answered a lot of his critics who felt that his stamina was suspect, courage. This is a talented heavyweight, good size. Look at him work. Giving it his last as if this were an Olympic gold medal match.
Stop punching. Stop punching.
30 long seconds. Final round.
All right, hold it. Come on, Ty.
They
Stay up,
tired.
Ty.
Tillis hanging the arms on the ropes. But he has not been on the deck, nor has Biggs. To the very bell, they will punch. The Olympic champion, sends in a little love pat after the bell, and Lou Duva comes out to congratulate his charge, one of his 5 Olympic fighters that he has under the watchful eye in Houston. There he is, Tyrell Biggs. Philadelphia. Now, let me tell you, I respect him because he won a bigger fight earlier when he checked himself into a drug and alcohol abuse center and got the monkeys off his back. So we got to say a lot for this 25-year-older, handled beautifully by Lou Dova. And Bo Williford is consoling Tillis a bit, who, like Biggs, is dead tired. We'll be back in Tillis, Tyrell Biggs, along with you, waiting for the decision. We'll have it from ring announcer Hank Kropinski. The aggressor, Tyrell Biggs. Here is the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. The scoring of the officials as follows. Judge Rudy Battle scores the contest 39-33.
Tyrell!
Judge Joe O'Neill scores it 39-34.
Big!
And Judge Paul Battle has it 39-33 for the winner and still undefeated, Tyrell.
So win number 8 for the Olympic super heavyweight gold medal winner at the Los Angeles Games, Tyrell Biggs.